they display impunity, high-handedness, arrogance, like as if River State and the entire politics of River State is their personal estate. How can an educated, full-fledged, matured man say he is rejecting an order from the court, a judgment that went through processes and pronouncements, and said he has rejected it? That is to show you how uncivilized the kind of characters that we have in River State are. Ordinarily, when there are issues and somebody seeks legal means, that means the person doesn't want to take laws into his hands. And I think it's the most civilized approach when there are crises and misunderstanding. And if a judgment has been given, there are processes and procedures. These are the kind of languages we want to hear, and not that I have rejected, showing some high level of arrogance and a display of impunity at the highest order. That is the kind of scenario and the kind of thing we see in River State.
Mr. Gbara, if I may come in quickly, one of the points raised, while this issue was in court, was that the Aaron Chukwuemeka team actually, denied, that they locked out interested parties from running for office. They denied that claim, and so they believe that this matter in courts didn't even actually have to go there. That is what they are holding on to. So are you saying that they are not right to hold on to that claim?
Well, it's not even just that. Some of us, we are shut out of the process. Let me just give you a brief background to this whole impasse. When we served out our tenure, Aaron Chukwuemeka was the deputy chairman of the party. And in the first place, Desmond Akawo, who was the state chairman, resigned. And the PDP's constitution does not in any way recommend a deputy chairman to take over from the chairman. It's the Rivers senatorial vice chairman that will take over from the chairman. Aaron Chukwuemeka was forced on the state exco. Over and above that, when we served out our tenure, the National Working Committee recommended that all of us should continue our tenure as caretaker members. At that point, just because we are supporting the governor. As a party, you cannot enthrone the government and abandon the government halfway. It's the tradition that the party supports the government of the day. And the government of the day is that is led by His Excellency, the executive governor of River State. That was our crime. Our names were removed from the ESCO, forcefully. And the whole process didn't go through the way as recommended as PDP constitution. And as law-abiding citizens, we never took laws into our hands. We approached the courts to say, we have been discharged of our rights as state executive members. You cannot, at the middle of a football match, change the position of the goalpost. You cannot shut us out just like that because you feel you can bribe one or two persons in the National Secretariat to remove our names. That is where this whole issue started.
When you talk about bribery, Mr. Gbara, when you talk about bribery, that actually has to be substantiated. But you mentioned earlier that you were locked out. Do you now have access to the state party secretariat, or where exactly and how do you hold meetings?
No, we are not allowed to get into the. If you go to, you can send somebody to the state secretariat of the People's Democratic Party. They have all manner of armed men and talks, there. But that is not our problem. We are our leader. Our principal, His Excellency Sydney-Gbara, the leader of our party, is a peaceful man. His disposition does not allow for anything violence. And so, therefore, that is that same line we are towing.
All right.
Supporters and followers, yes. So we are not allowed to go there. But we say, since the police is there, if you are there to keep the peace, then don't allow any of the faction access into the secretariat. But that is not the situation. They are holding meetings and doing all manner of things. But we believe in equity and justice.
We're wrapping up the conversation.
We'll take over the party secretariat.
All right, Mr. Gbara, thank you very much, Tamari Sydney-Gbara, for talking to us on TVC News at 7.
My pleasure.